What's up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What it do, baby? What it do, family? What's popping with y'all, man? What's popping with y'all? How y'all feeling? Make sure y'all pull up to the live. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Let me know where y'all are coming in from. And we going to get this thing rocking. Greetings and salutations. What up, baby? The truth will come out one day. Brooklyn in the building as always. What up? San Pedro, California. Shout out to my man Ghost 100 out there in Atlanta. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why is Stephen A. Smith a pushover? What happened? Just tune into what he said on ESPN reacting to Jeannie Buss's comments. Everybody else gave a real take, and this dude went up there and just started twerking it up all over the desk, man. Typical Stephen A. Smith stuff, right? Typical Stephen A. Smith stuff. Total pushover. Where else we got? Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Boston. What up? Where else we got? Baltimore, Maryland. Shout out to Baltimore. Bay Area was good. LA native living in Australia. Shout out to you, man. Let's give it 30 more seconds and we're going to get into this one because boy, oh boy. Columbus, Ohio was good. Let me get this post ready. All right. Okay. I think we should be good to go now. All right. Let's give it 10 more seconds. Let me just get this post ready. Okay. I think we're good to go now. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here again. And I can't even believe it this time. This video that I'm about to play for y'all was sent to me by one of our big time supporters that I always chat with on Instagram. He's a huge Kobe Bryant fan. I think he's from Memphis. Shout out to him. Shout out to Superman out there. And he sent me this story. Right, we had other stuff planned for the day, so he sent me this video that I'm about to play for y'all. Now, I want to say before I play this video, I've already seen these guys before. Right, I seen them. When I think it was from the show when Shannon Sharp, no, Michael Irvin had an issue with some comments they made, something like that. I don't remember, but I think it's the same show. Anyway, so he sends me a video from this podcast, and some of the guys on the show are called Hayes Pullard, Xavier Grimble, Corey Toomer. These are all NFL guys. These are legit NFL guys. And I want to go to the video now and play it for y'all. And I want y'all to watch this because this is crazy. Because usually when people make these kind of statements, they kind of half-ass it. But what's the gentleman's name? Corey Toomer. He goes all the way in. Let me play it for y'all, and I want y'all to watch this. There you go.
LeBron on steroids. Can you at least elaborate?
Give me some context.
Just how old is LeBron? What was just talking about? At 35, Jerry Rice did what? He tore his ACL, right? And still plays.
He plays
LeBron,
football.
how old?
40. Playing basketball.
He don't even play all the games. Now, we didn't have some pickup games. I'm 37. We had some pickup games. After the pickup games, I'm hurting, bro. Like bad.
But just think though, bro.
He's on something.
But just think.
Do that every day,
just think.
He do that every. He's on steroids. He's on them. Peptides.
I don't doubt it.
He's on them. They're letting him get away with it.
Why not
Argue? They're letting him get away with taking steroids.
Why wouldn't we?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying.
Why wouldn't we?
Don't get mad at me for saying
all the money he's brought in the league. Screw it. Let him do it.
Yeah, let him do it. I don't care. Let him do it. I don't coffee. What? It could be creatine and coffee and peptides.
Let me play it again for the people that are just coming into the live. So these are three former NFL guys from the show, the Athletes Group Chat. That's the name of the show. Athletes Group Chat. These are legitimate guys. These are not just guys that that I just like. Corey Toomer, for example. If we're talking about NFL, he's a former linebacker, right? These are real guys we're talking about here, right? These are real athletes that play in the NFL, right? We're not just talking about some guys off the street here. Flint, Michigan, LeBron be forced to retire. Appreciate the comment, right hand cam. So let me play it for y'all again. I know we got some new people coming into the live, so let me play the comments for you guys here. So just take a listen to it here. Just a second.
LeBron on steroids. Can you at least elaborate?
Yeah, give me some context.
Just how old is LeBron? What was just talking about? At 35, Jerry Rice did what? He tore his ACL, right? And still plays.
He plays
LeBron,
football.
how old?
40. Playing basketball.
You don't even play all the games. Now, we didn't have some pickup games. I'm 37. We had some pickup games. After the pickup games, I'm hurting, bro. Like bad.
But just think, though, bro.
He's on something.
But just think.
Do that every day,
just think.
He do that every day. He's on steroids. He's on them. Peptides.
I don't doubt it.
He's on them. They're letting him get away with it.
Why not?
Argue. They're letting him get away with taking steroids.
Why wouldn't we?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying.
Why wouldn't we?
Don't get mad at me for saying
all the money he's brought in the league. Screw it. Let him do it.
Yeah, let him do it. I don't care. Let him do it. I'm coffee. What? It could be creatine and coffee and peptides.
Okay. So you heard what these guys had to say, right? This the channel is called, once again, the Athletes Group Chat, right? Some NFL guys are saying that LeBron is using steroids, right? They're not even saying allegedly. This guy, Corey Toomer, is saying it for real. Now, I don't know if we have any NFL fans in the building. I'm sure we do. I'm sure some NFL guys will know who he is. I don't know who he is because I don't watch football, but I'm sure we got some NFL fans that are watching the show right now. Anyway, I can't believe we're back here again with this guy. It almost seems like every year, 1 or 2 times a year, somebody accuses or alludes to LeBron being on some type of steroids. Every year. Last year, who was it? What's his guy? From 520, Jeff Teague, where Jeff Teague came out and said it just as strongly as this guy. He was like, "Nah, bro, I know, we all know, right?" He said it. Then the next minute, the black trucks pulled up on him and he started moonwalking. Then you had Shaq joking about it. Then you had Kevin Garnett joking about it. Then you got all of these guys like Tracy McGrady's like, this longevity is incredible. I hope he's doing it the right way. You have Chael Sonnen, and you have this guy, you have that guy. And I'm just sitting there saying to myself, why is it that this guy is always being accused of using steroids? Now you got NFL players who don't play basketball, but are top of the shelf athletes who are looking at something and they're saying to themselves, okay, yeah, this is not normal. Based on physics, based on high-level athletics, this is not normal. And this guy is willing to say it with his face on camera and say that this guy, now the drug he called is peptides, right? Now, this is the first time I'm hearing about peptides. I usually heard about EPO. So let's see what peptides are. Peptides. I don't know what this is. Peptides. Performance enhancing. I don't know what this is. Peptides are short amino acid chains used for performance enhancement in sports to boost muscle growth, improve fat loss, and speed recovery by signaling the body to release hormones like growth hormone. But they are banned in many sports, lack extensive research, and their unregulated online sales pose purity and safety risks, despite claims of being a natural alternative to steroids. So essentially what this steroid does is boost muscle growth, improve fat loss, and speed recovery. Now, if we listen to the video again that I'm going to play for you, he seems to be talking about recovery. that this guy is recovering too fast for that age, given the amount of revolutions that are taking place in a week. By revolutions, I'm referring to the amount of games being played, how quickly the turnover is. Monday, Wednesday, blah, blah, blah. Y'all get it. So he gave the example of going to go play, I think, basketball or football in a one-off situation, and the next day he's hurt. But in this case, he's talking about in the NBA, and this guy over and over is able to do it. Meanwhile, he's over 41 years old, and there's no precedent for something like this being possible, humanly possible in history. And the only explanation we've gotten thus far is sleep. I think coffee, or I don't know if LeBron drinks coffee, but we heard sleep, right? And I'm sure that all the other athletes that played in the NBA probably discovered sleep before, right? And I'm sure somebody must have shared the concept of sleep to them in terms of a way to elongate the career. Like, man, sleep. Have you ever tried sleep? But apparently that's the answer. So let me play it for y'all one more time. Oh, man, I lost the video. 1 second. Let me go back to the video.
Can you at least elaborate?
Yeah, give me some context.
How old is LeBron? What was we just talking about? At 35, Jerry Rice did what? He tore his ACL, right? And still plays.
He plays
LeBron,
football.
how old?
40. Playing basketball.
He don't even play all the games. Now, we didn't had some pickup games. I'm 37. We had some pickup games. After the pickup games, I'm hurting, bro. Like bad.
But just think, though, bro.
He's on something.
But just think.
Do that every day,
just think.
He do that every. He's on steroids.
He's
on them. Peptides.
I don't doubt it.
Now, another one is saying I don't doubt it. That's two of them.
Why not?
Argue. They're letting him get away with taking steroids.
Why wouldn't we?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying.
Why wouldn't we?
Don't get mad at me for saying
all the money he's brought in the league. Screw it. Let him do it.
Yeah, let him do it. I don't care. Let him do it. I'm coffee. What? It could be creatine and coffee and peptides.
So, based on what I can understand, these guys are talking about the fact of recovery, that you're not supposed to be able to recover this fast at this age. And given the fact that you're getting older and you're playing in the NBA, this should not be possible. That's the point that he's making. Now, I'm not saying this. He's saying this. I'm just reporting on the news here. The question is this, though. Does he bring up a good point? Does he bring up a good point? Which is, shouldn't we be asking ourselves, how is it possible that this guy is able to recover as fast as he can on a night in and night out basis? I mean, when you think about it, it causes you to ponder, how is it possible? And more importantly, what information does he have that all of the other players in the NBA don't have? And I don't want to believe the answer is spending $2 million a year on your body. That's a ridiculous answer. It's a ridiculous answer. Saying I spend $2 million a year on my body is not a sufficient answer. Do you know why? Because almost all the top level NBA players can spend $2 million a year on their body. So it's beyond that. I don't think it's a monetary answer. Now, I don't know what the answer is, and I'm never going to be somebody that's going to come out here and accuse LeBron James of that because I don't have any evidence. And I'm not stupid. I would never accuse him of that because I don't have evidence. Right? And that's how you get yourself a lawsuit. So I would never do that. But I can react to somebody saying it. Absolutely. I'm not saying it's true, but I can react to a story like it. You would think LeBron will go after these accusers over, let me read it. You would think LeBron will go after these accusers over the years for defamation of this, if this is 100% not true. His silence almost certainly means he's unable to prove that he's not on the juice. Well, guys, I'll say this. What I do know is that the things that all of us are out here saying, these people are hearing it. Do you know how I know? The Game Over podcast, they don't get a lot of views on YouTube. They don't get a lot of views, but everybody knows what they're saying, right? It lets me know that everybody's watching everybody. And these guys are fully aware of what these guys are saying. Why they don't choose to go after them? I think that if you do that, it would almost be like this, man. It would be like two people getting into a fight in an alleyway, right? And no one is really seeing it on the street. But then one person says, "Hey, I'm fighting. There's a fight here." Ah. All of a sudden, people's attention will slowly start to go over there. So if they address one, attention will start to point in that direction. So they're probably just like, yeah, let's act like we didn't hear it. Like we never heard it, so let's pretend like nothing is going on. So even though it's being said, we're not going to address it, because if we address it, we're going to bring attention to it. That's why I think that these guys are choosing to remain silent on it. Let me read this comment here. I can guarantee that ex-NFL's player will not get sued for defamation. Guys, again, the player's name is, let me pull up his name, is hold on. It's Corey Toomer. This is the guy that's saying it, and this is the guy that played in the NFL. And all of these guys sitting on the panel of NFL guys, and all of them said, yeah, the other guy said, yeah, I can see that. Let me just give you guys the names. I guess maybe for some of the NFL fans, you guys would know who they are. So one of them is Corey Toomer. The other one is Xavier Grimble. And the other one is Hayes Pullard III. I don't know who they are, but I'm sure some NFL guys know who they are. Corey Toomer, Xavier Grimble, Hayes Pullard. Right? So let me play it. Let me play it again for the people that are just coming into the live. Let me play it again.
LeBron on steroids. Can you at least elaborate?
Yeah, give me some context.
Just how old is LeBron? What was just talking about? At 35, Jerry Rice did what? He tore his ACL, right? And still plays.
He plays
LeBron,
football.
how old?
40. Playing basketball.
He don't even play all the games. Now, we didn't had some pickup games. I'm 37. We had some pickup games. After them pickup games, I'm hurting, bro. Like bad.
But just think, though, bro.
He's on something.
But just think.
Do that every day,
just think.
He do that every. He's on steroids. He's on them. Peptides.
I don't doubt it.
He's on them. They're letting him get away with it.
Why not?
Argue. They're letting him get away with taking steroids.
Why wouldn't we?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying.
Why wouldn't we?
Don't get mad at me for saying
all the money he's brought in the league. Screw it. Let him do it.
Yeah, let him do it. I don't care. Let him do it. I don't coffee. What? It could be creatine and coffee and peptides.
So what do y'all think about this, man? What do y'all think about athletes constantly coming out and saying that this guy is on something? What do y'all think about this? What are y'all thoughts about this? How is this possible? How is this possible? How is this possible, bro? They be doing 20 for 20s on some stories that we never knew about. They'll come and do a 20-20 on that. But then this story, like, people keep continuously saying it on camera, putting a name on it, and nothing is happening. Like, nothing is happening. No, like, is this okay? Is this okay to say this? Like, are we just gonna pretend like this dude just said this and like didn't say this? He said they want someone to finally do something. Oh, I said 20 for 20, bro. I'm halfway asleep, man. Like, I can barely keep my eyes. I said 20 for 20. Oh, I mean, see, I apologize, man. I'm halfway asleep right now. Only jock strappers don't believe it. He says, the guys in the NFL have no respect for the constantly whining NBA players. Another viewer said, I do remember he didn't have to take any tests after the Olympics while others had to. Yes, I remember that story. LeBron's trainer sells steroids. His wife had steroids delivered to her. You have evidence. Another viewer said, he's been cheating the game his whole career, so steroids wouldn't entirely surprise me. Another viewer said, what's your political channel's name? It's called Here's What I Think. Another guy said, Boomer was a good with the Legion of Boom. Okay, that's what he played. I know he played for the Seattle Seahawks, but I don't know specifically his NFL career. He said, let the players do cocaine, so I'm sure they let them. Oh, they let the players do cocaine, so I'm sure they let them take the juice. Another guy said it won't come out. Dude is protected like crazy. Yeah, what I want to know is, what do LeBron fans think about this? Because this must be a LeBron fan's worst nightmare, this coming out. That must be their worst nightmare. And the crazy part is, it's not like as if it's just one person. Jeff Teague literally said it, and he was given specific dates. This time, this what occurred, blah, 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 blah. And then the next day said he was lying. The next day, that guy came out there and said, oh, man, I'm just joking, man. Don't take me for real. And my thing is, Rich Paul and these guys are reacting to everything. Why don't they react to these dudes right here and say, hey, look, you guys are slandering my client. And I won't sit here and let you guys propagate these kind of views about LeBron James without any hardcore evidence. And I think that if they tried to do that, it would turn into a shit show. Because these kind of guys here, they look like they will call you on your bluff. They look like they will go on their podcast and start getting specific. Because for this dude to say this the way he's saying it, he strikes me as somebody that doesn't care. He's almost like, I dare you to say I'm lying. Let me play it for y'all one more time, because I know we got new people coming into the chat. Let me play it for y'all one more time.
LeBron on steroids. Can you at least elaborate?
Yeah, give me some context.
Just how old is LeBron? What was just talking about? At 35, Jerry Rice did what? He tore his ACL, right? And still plays.
He plays
LeBron,
football.
how old?
40. Playing basketball.
He don't even play all the games. Now, we didn't had some pickup games. I'm 37. We had some pickup games. After them pickup games, I'm hurting, bro. Like bad.
But just think, though, bro.
He's on something.
But just think.
Do that every day,
just think.
He do that every. He's on steroids. He's on them. Peptides.
I don't doubt it.
He's on them. They're letting him get away with it.
Why not?
Argue. They're letting him get away with taking steroids.
Why wouldn't we?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying.
He said, why wouldn't we?
Me for saying
all the money he's brought in the league, screw it. Let him do it.
Yeah, let him do it. I don't care. Creatine. Let him do it. I don't coffee. What? It could be creatine and coffee. And peptides.
Yeah, but I got a problem with what he said about all the money he's brought into the NBA, so let him do it. I got a problem with that, guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I got a serious problem with that. That's not the correct thing to say. You can't say let him get away with it because of all of the money he brought into the NBA. No, that's wrong. The reason that's wrong is because LeBron is now literally he's basing his legacy on longevity. His whole argument is longevity. I play the longest at this level. That's the whole argument over the last 3-4 years. That's the argument his fans bring up. So if we found out that you had an unfair advantage in order to have this longevity, then your whole career looks like a sham. You can't have the longevity argument when you have assistance. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't get away with like, oh, well, it's longevity. Nah. If you're cheating the system, you can't then turn around and be like, man, I'm so smart. Look how well I'm doing in the system. Meanwhile, you got all the answers to the test already. Nah, dog, we not rocking with that. We not going for that. So it's not okay. And the reason that's the link for the person to ask for. And the reason it's not okay is because you're basing your whole thing on longevity. Who played at this level for this long? So it's not okay. Number one. Number two, what kind of message does that send? Why would that be acceptable in basketball when it's not acceptable in other sports? In other sports, they penalize you for that. So why would it be acceptable in basketball? Why? And this is the thing that people don't realize. By doing this, you're almost like manipulating the story arc of your career, because usually players, depending on who the player is, you come in the NBA like this, then you go like this or up like this, and eventually you go down. But by you cheating the game, you just get to go up like this and stay like this. So where you would have had a natural decline like everybody else, where we would have saw you in your low moments, so we get a good picture of who you are, you just skip that step. We don't get to see the version of Jordan when he's older and dealing with injuries, and he's just like you. We don't get to see that version of you because you found a way to cheat the game. So therefore, we can hold it against other players. Man, look at Kobe his last 3 years. Look at Jordan his last 2 years. Look at Hakeem Olajuwon his last 3 years. We get to talk about, look at Duncan his last 3 years. We get to talk about everybody else and their decline, but you found a way to avoid that by cheating the game, and then we're like, it's okay. Nah, it's not okay. It's not okay. Somebody said, Jordan used steroids too. Okay, I never heard about this. And what Jordan used the steroids, and what were the allegations? Who said it? And where did he use it in his career to gain an advantage? Like, okay, he used steroids in terms of what? What did it help him with? Certainly not with longevity. So what did it help him with? And there's a lot of whataboutism going on here. But fine, let's play this game and have this conversation about Michael Jordan. Yo, I gotta say, bro, like, I gotta keep it a bean with y'all. Like, yo, some of these dudes some of y'all mad stupid, bro. Some of y'all mad stupid. You got a nigga talking about, oh, Michael Jordan using steroids because that nigga was getting bald early. Isn't LeBron bald? So I'm confused. Isn't he bald? I'm confused. Jordan, he lost his hair. No, that nigga LeBron bald too. It's just that he don't want to cut that shit off. So are you saying both of them niggas was on? Like, yo, I'm so sick of these dumbass supporters, man. It's unreal, man. You know, look at Jordan, man. He lost his hair. But what about all the other guys that lost their hair? They were on steroids too? Your grandfather or your uncle that lost his hair, he was on steroids too? What are you like? What are y'all talking about? Some of the stuff y'all like, it makes me weak. Like, it makes me so weak listening to this stuff, bro. You got dudes doing legitimate lives, man. We're going to pull up some documents from the X-Files of where we found out Michael Jordan was on steroids. Hey, so what's your proof? Yeah, look, he was balding at the age of 23. That's your excuse, but then somebody can turn around and be like, but wait a minute. LeBron is balding too. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm stupid. I shouldn't have brought up that point. Like, you got these dudes, these fake researchers doing like dumbass research. What kind of research is this? What kind of research is this? These bootleg research. Bro, it's like the story. I don't know if y'all heard about the story about the old man that went to the doctor. I think he was like 90 years old. And he went to the doctor and told him, he said, doctor, I'm having a lot of pain in my left leg. My left leg is always hurting me. And I don't know what's the cause of it. The doctor looks at him and says, well, sir, you're having a lot of pain in your left leg because you're 90 years old. And the guy turns around and says, but my right leg is 90 years old and that one doesn't hurt. And the doctor's like, oh, shit, well, damn, looks like you got me. This is the kind of stuff these guys are saying. What's the proof of this? And the part that's crazy is you can't pull up any videos of anybody else saying this about Kobe Bryant, saying this about Michael Jordan, saying this about Tim Duncan. You can't pull up no videos nowhere. None. And you got athletes left and right, NBA players, NFL players, MMA fighters, UFC, whatever, UFC fighters, all of them saying the same thing, but it's a conspiracy. All of these people. Somebody said X-Files. I'm telling you. Look at this. Oh, my God. He said that shit with his chest. Look at him. He put that shit in bold caps. Because LeBron is different. Can I ask you a question? What is different about him? What you gonna be like? Because he's the kid from Akron. What is different about him? You said because LeBron is different. What is different about him? What's the thing that he has that nobody else has? What can you let me know? Because you said he's different. What about him is different? Here it come. Nah, he trolling me. This dude, Lamar be trolling me. He wrote, God bless Mike. He trolling me. He knows that he's trolling me. He be doing that shit on purpose. Gilbert Arenas said that dumb bleep on LeBron fans just ran with it. Gilbert Arenas, yeah, I think I know Gil said it, but I'm not sure if he was the only one. So you said LeBron is because what did he write? He said because LeBron is oh damn, I lost it. Because LeBron is different. What makes LeBron different? He said LeBron is one of one. LeBron fans, man, y'all are crazy, bro. Labalco is innocent. Let me read this comment here. He said, Labalco is one of one. Braun needs to start a fans only for his yo. There was say word. If LeBron opened up a OnlyFans with just like nothing on there, how many of these LeBron fans you think gonna sign up? They probably make LeBron James $1 billion in 1 week. If LeBron opened up an OnlyFans, how many of his fans you think would subscribe to that shit? How many? How many? They would make LeBron James $100 million in 1 week, bro. I'm dead ass serious. He's not doing nothing crazy just for the fact that he got like just that. Dudes will be signing up left and right, bro. Signing up like I'm a change man. They gonna change their whole search algorithm to LeBron James kind of content. He said 99.9%. He said 10,000 dudes will sub to immediately. So all the let me read this. So all the Fab Five were on bro. Anybody that lost hair is on steroids. Anybody that lost hair. Oh, I'm not gonna read that comment. Anybody that lost hair is on steroids. So let me play it for y'all one more time, man. Listen to the for the new people that just came into the chat. Listen to what these guys had to say here.
LeBron on steroids. Can you at least like elaborate?
Yeah, give me some context.
Just how old is LeBron? What was just talking about? At 35, Jerry Rice did what? He tore his ACL, still played, right? And still plays.
He plays
LeBron,
football.
how old?
40. Playing basketball.
He don't even play all the games. Now, we didn't have some pickup games. I'm 37. We had some pickup games. After the pickup games, I'm hurting, bro. Like bad.
But just think, though, bro.
He's on something.
But just think.
Do that every day,
just think.
He do that every. He's on steroids. He's on them. Peptides.
I don't doubt it.
He's on them. They're letting him get away with it.
Why not?
Argue. They're letting him get away with taking steroids.
Why wouldn't we?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying.
Why wouldn't we?
Don't get mad at me for saying
all the money he's brought in the league. Screw it. Let him do it.
Yeah, let him do it. I don't care. Let him do it. I don't coffee. What? He can be creatine and coffee and peptides.
So let me read through. So y'all heard what he said. Let me just read through a few more comments here. He said, any athlete made over $10 million in a year is doing something. Okay. Rules said nobody cooks LeBron. Bro, these dudes, man. Let me read another comment. LeBron is banking that we would never find out he uses steroid. Another guy said everybody just trying to protect Jordan. I'm still trying to figure out protect him from what. LeBronomites live in a fantasy land where you guys who look like LeBron are clean, and guys who look like Randy Mims are you. Yeah, that's a bro. Did y'all hear the story that the steroids that they bought was for Randy Mims? Have y'all seen Randy Mims before? Has anybody here seen that dude before? Do y'all know what that dude looked like? and they said he was getting it. Now I'm not here to prove or say they're lying, but I'm just saying, damn. I mean, I'm just saying, damn. He said, "Do you know what steroids are, bro? I just read the definition of the drug that he used. Right? Some of these drugs are legal, some of them are illegal, man. But I'm not about to have a medical conversation with you. If you're a doctor, I'm happy for you. LeBron fans still believe in the tooth in the tooth fairy. Bronny juiced and still trash. Can one LeBron fanatic answer why Chael Sonnen was not sued? They're not going to sue him, man. If they sue him, it's going to bring press. People are going to, wait, what? What's happening? LeBron sued what? What did he sue him for? And then before you know it, the floodgates will open up. So by ignoring these guys, it doesn't mean that they're lying. It just means that I'm not bringing attention to. You don't want to bring attention to this story, man. You don't want to bring eyeballs to it, because then people start investigating. Hey, wait a minute. Is that true? So if this guy is saying it, I think most people are saying it. The only problem I have is this. For the people that believe that that's what he's doing, and you have these people that are coming up with NBA all-time rankings, if you believe this to be the case behind the door, the closed doors, how can you guys then still rank him high? That's the part I don't get. If you guys have this suspicion, and we did a show about this where Rick Bucher said it's almost like the worst kept secret in the NBA, that everybody think that's what's going on. So if everyone thinks that's what's going on, why do you guys still come out here on TV and promote him and say the number 2 of all? Why do y'all still? That's the part I don't understand. That's the part I don't understand. He said, bro, you going to catch a case. You always making LeBron videos. Well, that should tell you about LeBron. Then why would I catch a case about what? Catch a case about what? What's the case going to be? That you spoke about LeBron James? Are you serious? What law did you break? You're going to go sue somebody for saying what? Defaming you in what way? What lie did I say about you? If that's the case, you know how many lawsuits will be getting filed every single day on the internet? Nobody's taking that seriously, bro. Nobody's taking that seriously. What about President Trump? All the stuff that people say about him. He must have a lot of people to sue. There's a difference between talking about somebody and defaming somebody. That's a totally different. Defaming would be like, I'm saying he used this stuff. I never said that. In the title, I didn't write allegedly because he's accusing him of using it. I'm not saying I said it. He said it. And he's not saying I heard allegedly. They know allegedly. He said that. That could be viewed as defamation. But if you try to defame somebody like this and they have proof, your ass is grass, bro. And if you start suing people like, for example, Chael Sonnen, well, you know, during the legal process, there's a thing called discovery. Right? You know, there's a part called discovery where you have to hand over all the information you have to the other side, and they all have to hand it over. Well, you do that and people start handing over factual information, your ass will be in trouble. Next thing you know, you start hearing about settling or dropping lawsuits. We are just reporting a story. Please don't do that to me. Oh, by the way, I saw somebody he said discovery would expose him. Before I let y'all go, there's a video I want to play for y'all from your man Draymond Green. I want y'all to get ready for this one.
Been in the mix a bit this week. Got into it with Book, then got into it with DeMar. My take on that is, you know, I've played a bunch of Europeans. They do little dirty stuff. It's a difference. See, people get mad at me and be like, oh, Draymond dirty. I told y'all, Draymond not dirty. Draymond will fuck you up. I'm not dirty.
Bro, knock that, bro. Knock it. I got to turn that shit off, man. Come on, knock it off, man. I had to turn that shit off. I didn't even hear that part, man. I got to turn that off. I had to turn it off, bro. The minute he said Draymond will who in the chat? Who in the chat is afraid of Draymond Green, bro? Who in the chat is afraid of Draymond Green? Who? Who? Who in this chat is afraid of Draymond? Who? Draymond Green beats up NBA players, bro. Like, can we be for real here? Who's afraid of Draymond Green, bro? Who? Who is afraid of Draymond Green? Who? Can we knock it off? Who is Draymond Green beating up? Who? He ain't beating up no street niggas, I tell you that. Ain't no way, no street dude, Draymond is going to walk up to a dude from the streets and whoop it. It will never happen. Ever. Who is he beating up? He may beat up NBA players. He's not beating up people in real life. Have y'all ever heard of any story anywhere where Draymond smacked somebody anywhere at all? Where? Y'all heard that at? If you got approached by Draymond Green, you telling me you're going to be scared of Draymond Green, bro? A Draymond Green. Of all the people you would be fearful of, you going to be afraid of Draymond Green? Draymond Green? You got little niggas in high school that will come on, bro. Stop. Come on, bro. Knock it off, bro. You got little dudes in high school. In high school. That if you ran up on them, they will give you $150 across the face, bro. All of that, I'm 6'8", 6'6". None of that don't matter in reality. That don't matter at all. At all. And I'm not a thug. I'm not a gangster. I'm none of the above. But let's knock it off with Draymond Green. I beat up people. Who does Draymond Green beat up? We can pull up videos right now of Draymond getting pressed on a basketball court and doing nothing. I can pull up videos with Ron Artest, Marcus Morris, Isaiah Stewart. Where was all of this goon energy when you needed it? When Isaiah Stewart hit him with the scorpion, come here, where was all of this goon energy? Where's all of this goon energy? Y'all remember when Isaiah Thomas pulled him by the jersey? He was right in his face. What did you see Draymond throw his hands at all? I'm sure people watching this live know people in their everyday lives that are much tougher than Draymond. Come on, we all know this, bro. There's no way you and I, you know people that if you're going to pull them by the shirt, they not snuffing you immediately or a fight is breaking. Y'all know that. We all know this. We all know this. I done been in so many fights growing up in the Bronx for little shit. For little shit. You fighting somebody, you mistakenly bump dude's shoulder. It's a fight. One day I mistakenly stepped on somebody's Air Force Ones. It was almost a fight. Just by mistakenly stepping on somebody's shoes. It was almost a fight for that. And y'all believe this thing? Y'all believe this dude is a tough dude? Let me play it for y'all again, man. Let me play it for y'all again.
I've been in the mix a bit this week. Got into it with Book, then got into it with DeMar. My take on that is, I've played a bunch of Europeans. They do little dirty stuff. It's a difference. See, people get mad at me and be like, oh, Draymond dirty. I told y'all, Draymond not dirty. Draymond will fuck you up. I'm not dirty. I don't do dirty things. I played for Tom Izzo, and if you did dirty things, it didn't work. I don't do dirty things. There's not a player in the NBA that can tell you Draymond's a dirty player. Don't do it. And Europeans, though, there's a lot of Europeans that they do dirty stuff on a basketball court. And for D-Book and DeMar to get mad like that, he's doing something that we ain't see. To his credit, You got a tech on D Book. You got DeMar thrown out. But if you're going to keep doing that, you got to stay on that because people going to then start going at you. And that comes with a reputation, and that's a whole different thing.
Bro, who here has never seen Draymond Green kick somebody in the balls, bro? What part of the game is that? What part of the game is it when you kick somebody in their nuts? What part of the game is that, bro? In the history of basketball, when dudes got into it on the court, where in all of those fights did you see people kicking somebody in the balls? Where? Draymond has kicked players in the private parts multiple times. Multiple times. And if y'all think that Draymond would have been beating up people in the era that Kenyon Martin played in, you are high. There is no way, I'm telling you as somebody that watched basketball, that there is no way this dude would have been able to get away with the stuff that he got away with. He gets away with now playing in Kenyon Martin. There is no way. No way. Back then, you had real power forwards, bro, that would whoop your ass. For real. This dude talking about Draymond Green beats people up. I'm trying to figure out who are these people that Draymond Green beat up. I never heard of these people that Draymond Green beat up, bro. I never heard about it. This dude is not a tough guy. People like Ron Artest, if you go back and check dude's pedigree, go look at Ron Artest's history before he got into that dude was loony. There was a story of him in high school, I believe it was. He threw somebody down. He threw somebody down the bleachers, bro. He threw somebody down the bleachers. Do you know what it is to throw somebody down the bleachers? Do you know what that is to throw somebody down the bleachers? We're not even going to bring up Charles Oakley and none of those. We're not even going to bring them up Reggie Evans and even David West. David West is tougher than Draymond. David West. Bro, this guy, he's just so annoying to me. Like, I just find him to be so and I feel like he's trying to play, they're trying to make it look like it's the black man thing. They're trying to make it look like I'm the angry black man, when in reality, you do weirdo stuff. You see players on the floor and you what's the word? You step on their chest. That's the same thing he did to LeBron James in the finals. He hit him in his balls, bro. Who do you know hit somebody in their balls? Who do you know that hit somebody in their balls? I'm done with it, bro. I'm done with it. I just wanted to play that for y'all because this dude is very annoying. Bro, all the Europeans he's talking about are tougher than him. My question is, he should have put a name on. Who are these Europeans he's talking about? Who are these Europeans he's talking about? He didn't say anything. Who are these European players that he's talking about? Jokic doesn't count. I don't know if he's talking about Jokic. I don't know who he's talking about. He's acting like as if the NBA is full of European. I mean, they're not that many. Draymond Green ain't tough. Steve Kerr be barking at him whenever he want. Likely Luka. Well, I don't know if Luka doing foul play. I know Luka of foul baiting and complaining. I don't know about him doing any dirty things on the court. He said Charles Barkley punched Robert Horry in the balls in the playoffs in 1995. I got to go back and look at that footage. Meta World Peace thought he was the Undertaker against Mankind in hell and in the cell. Come on, bro. No 5'8" beating Draymond. No 5'8" beating Draymond. No 5. You mean people 5'8" beating Draymond like in a physical fight? Is that what you're talking about? Like, you mean dude's 5'8"? Is that what you mean? Bro, if that's what you mean, bro, it's not about height. It's not about height. It's not about, let me tell you, from what I've seen, the number one determining factor in most fights is aggression. Whoever is the most aggressive usually has the upper hand. Heights matter, but if you're going against somebody that's 6'6" and let's say you're 5'9", and that guy has a height advantage over you, the dude that's 5'8", they gonna even the field with you, bro. They're gonna even the field with you. They're not gonna go up there at a disadvantage, son. They're gonna cut you. They're gonna pick up whatever they got. They gonna, bro. Ain't nobody. You think them little young niggas that be running around putting it down on people? You think they be 6'6" dudes? You think that's how they be getting to? You think most of these robbers and kidnappers? You think they all 6'6"? Ain't nobody gonna play with you and start boxing with you and doing all of that with you. Nobody's playing these games with you. Most of the people I went to school with, almost all the people I went to school with, every last one of them all had a blade on them. All of them. If any of them are watching this live, they'll tell you. Even the pretty boys carry blades on them, bro. You're not running up on nobody and trying to flex your height on them. And that's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. Every one of my friends that lived in Brooklyn, every single one of them dudes had knives on them. Every single one. Because you grew up in New York, you riding a train, you never know who you're going to meet on the train. You never know somebody going to try to jump you. You going home late at night. Y'all know this. Ain't nobody playing with you. You're not going to run up on nobody and start flow. I'm dissing. No, they going to even the odds with you. Ain't nobody. People are not fighting fair, bro. It's a fight. There's no fighting fair. If you have an advantage over me, I'm using something to harm you. That's a fact. That's a fact. And the height thing matters maybe if we're in a boxing ring or if we're fighting in a school cafeteria or something like that. But in reality, bro, most people ain't going for that. Most people are not going for that. Go watch some of them hood vlogs where those people that like to prank people, where they go to all of these different hoods around the country. Go look at those videos where they go to Oakland, they go to what's the other one? Brooklyn, all of these various places, the Bronx, all over Compton. Go look at when of those dudes be ready to chase them down. How many of those dudes you see out there is 6'6"? How many of them? Those are all regular dudes that will lay you down. So height ain't everything, bro. Height is not everything. There was a kid in my high school, bro. He was like one of the tallest kids in the school. The dude that I was with, what's his name? I don't want to put out his last name out there, but I'm going to say his first name was Angel. Right? His first name was Angel. There was a dude when we was going to school. His name was D. He was like the tallest dude in the school. The tallest dude. I will never forget it. Angel was a G. Angel could not have been more than like my high school height. I remember what the height was. And I remember when that big whatever came up and he was about to try to go in this class. We were standing by the door. Me and Angel sitting there talking. Me and him are just chopping it up. This big dude comes and he's trying to enter the classroom. And he like, yo, son, watch out. Angel turns around, looks at the dude like this. A 6'7" dude in high school. He looked right at that dude. He moved half an inch. He basically told that nigga, go around me. Go around me. It's basically what he said. Go around me. And later on, dude went to jail for something and blah, 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 blah. You underestimate dudes like that, bro, you're going to find out. Let me read. I'll read a few more comments and we out of here. He said, Angel sounds soft. That dude was not soft, bro. He trusts me when I tell you. He was not soft at all. That dude was like, he went to jail like, I think, in junior year, that dude he was already in jail, bro. He was like for robbery or something. He was a bad boy. You keep going by the name. Okay, keep going by the name. Don't let them fool you. People better keep their hands to themselves because folks ain't playing out. Exactly. Anyway, guys, appreciate you guys for being on the block. I'm not trying to turn this into no gangster live. I'm not a gangster or nothing like that. Just he said, damn, what I missed, bro. You missed everything because I'm up out of here. Appreciate you guys for tapping into the live, man. We're gonna catch y'all. We're gonna catch y'all later, man. We're gonna catch y'all later. Y'all have a good one.